Okay, guys, we should be all set to go.
Absolutely. So, yeah, this is Mandy Elliott here. I'm over in Greece. And welcome to the Edu Swarm opportunity call, where we're going to show you how this works and really inform you, give you some great information so that you have your questions answered here. So with that, I want to turn this call over to an amazing gentleman that I met um, through business opportunities similar to this, but nowhere near as good at this. This one is absolutely the bee's knees, and we've had some great time creating some decent income and introducing others, and now within Edu Swarm, well, I think we found our real home. So this gentleman, he's absolutely amazing at reaching out and assisting anyone from Texas, Thompson.
Well, hey, thanks, Mandy, and welcome everybody to the call tonight for the EDU Swarm. And it's nice to see the counter there. We're starting to get these crowds up, and just for your information, we're going to be doing this call every Thursday night. We're going to start out once a week on a Thursday night. We're going to have special guests come on the call from time to time. We had our company owner last week, and Bobby Canada was on the phone with us. In fact, I know he's on the call tonight, and we may, if we have, we'll see how our time's going here. We may get him to step in and give us another quick word of wisdom. But bottom line, guys, I've known Bobby for in excess of 25 years, and I got involved in the Bitcoin frenzy. I've been in the direct sales arena for about 40 years, and I got involved in the Bitcoin phenomenon when it started a couple of years ago. And a lot of us who are on the call and people that we've been associated with know how great the cryptocurrency blockchain technology is, and where this thing is ultimately going to lead us in the opinion of many of us on the call. And but we all got frustrated. A lot of us lost money. We certainly lost the opportunity, and those things are never good. And actually, when Bobby called me and told me what he and Dennis and his team were up to back in about the middle of April, he said, do me a favor and take a quick peek and see what you think about the program, see if this makes sense. And it's a 2x2 cycler. And when he said 2x2 cycler, I said, none for me, thanks. Been there and done that. They don't work. And he said, well, with all due respect and out of our friendship, if nothing else, take a look at this one because it's different. I looked at it, and Bobby said, I don't know if you've got time, to spend a little time helping the company build this thing out, but if you could, it'd be great. And I looked at it. We went through the details, got with his IT department and his partners, and said, listen, the one thing we need to do if we can is change it over from the fiat currency payment system to Bitcoin on Bitcoin. So it's Bitcoin in and Bitcoin out. And that opened up this opportunity for the world. And as a result, we've got Mandy Elliott now who can participate. And Kenny Stewart's over at Africa. He's been a longtime partner of mine at Julie's. So we got a few of our leaders back together, and everybody is seeing the same results. And that's what we're getting is results. And the key to any program is, will the program deliver, for the people in the field? And it takes 4 or 5 elements. And I always say there's 5 things to look at. Number one, is the product. Do you have a product that's going to be around for an extended period of time? Most of us come out of the product business, products, not digital products. And, we take a look at, going back through health and beauty aid business, weight loss, and all the different categories that we've dealt in, auto ships and all these other different types of things. And none of that exists here. This is a one-time out of pocket, get involved, accumulate Bitcoin, so the product is absolutely fantastic. And of course, timing is the next element. And, we hear that, well, boy, back 9 years ago, we could have done this and could have done that. And that's true. You could have bought Bitcoin for 50 cents or $500 or 1,000 or wherever. Right now, today, as we speak, it's been hovering right around the $7,400 mark. A lot of people are now forecasting that the Bitcoin market is back and are going to rage forward, and they're thinking that it's going to be somewhere between $15,000 to $20,000 by the end of this year. So our mission, should you decide to accept it, is to get you involved, get to the point where we can show you how to accumulate some Bitcoin, and then share the opportunity. So that talks about the next thing, which is the subject matter. Does the company have product? We know that the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency is absolutely where we want to be, but what about the product? Well, again, education is something that you can never get enough of. People say education is power, and that is absolutely true. And we've got a course master and a gentleman who oversees the activity, and we have some of the most creative courses. We've got online games. We've got everything you can think of, every subject matter, not just cryptocurrency, although teaching you about cryptocurrency and the blockchain technology and all those other elements are certainly a part of it. And so those elements have to be included and to have value for your membership. And I'll tell you what, guys, when you get into the company, you're a guest on this call tonight. What you want to do is do a screen share later on tonight or tomorrow with the person who invited you here, and take a look around. Take a look at what we offer in the different courses and subject matter, and see what you can do with this program. And you're going to be amazed to see what it is. So we know we got the company, we got the product, we got an owner who cares, and all of those elements are critical. In fact, we got a minute or two here. Bobby, if you don't mind, come in and say just a word or two, for us about why you started this company and just where you think the thing's going to go and what's going on. So Bobby Kanata, come in to say hi to the crowd tonight for me.
Thank you, Rick. Appreciate it. Great job with that. I just want to say real quick, guys, because I was on last week, but, we got such a great team of people, and I was so fortunate to find, Rick and Mandy and a couple of his leaders, and it's a great way to launch. And the nice thing is, we're really just getting started. We're starting to implement some systems and really get things rolling, of course, the excitement of Bitcoin. And I think that it's going to really start to trend up, as Rick just said. And I think it really puts us in a position to change a lot of lives. And that's really what we want to do is, something that we made, as and I think Mandy's going to go into it, but with a one-time out of pocket and as low as actually under $100 now, with where 0.01 Bitcoin is to get started, and something that we could really, really progress to with our 5-stage cycle, where there's an awful lot of money and cryptocurrency to be made with the system. So we think we've covered all the bases, and I won't take any long. I'll let Mandy maybe go through a few quick things, but we're ready for a great ride, guys, and we'd love to have you on board with us. Okay, Rick, back to you, my good man.
Well, Bobby, that's great. And guys, just make a little note, and really you want to pay attention to your emails over the next few days, because we've got some things that we're getting ready to kick off. But just make a note that the first Sunday of each month at 8 o'clock Eastern time will be the opportunity call, the President's Update call. So you'll hear from Bobby at least once a month. He's very, very busy. He and the team are working hard to make sure that we have everything we need. But, here in this company, guys, we have an owner that cares. We have an IT department that is second to none. They put together a program. When you get familiar with this software, one of the things I've always said is that anytime you get affiliated with a new company, the first 30 days is when you want to really understand and review your product, and you realize your product and your pay are the two most important things out there. But once you know the company's systems work, then you put your head down and go to work. And that's where several of us are now. We're sitting here saying, man, this thing is really cool. As Mandy mentioned, she and Julie and myself have had a chance to spend some time together over a few companies over the years. But one of the best of the business, guys, to explain to you just how simplistic this program is and how effective it is my friend Mandy Elliott. And Mandy is where she's at right now. It's 10 minutes after 4 a.m. In the morning, but she is acutely aware of how important these calls are for all of us. So with that, I'm going to flip this over to Mandy Elliott. Mandy, come in and tell us about the Edu Swarm, 2x2 and why it's different and how it works.
Thank you, Rick. So again, thank you for letting me be here, everyone. I just want to add at the beginning, don't let the words Bitcoin and blockchain scare you, because we've all been there. We're all at that stage of, well, what is this? What is this? I'm not sure. I was introduced to Bitcoin. Well, I was told about Bitcoin, and I had my head really stuck in the sand a few years ago by a lovely lady called Doris over in South Africa. And I know when she sees this overview, she will laugh, because she frequently sends me messages saying, welcome to the real world of cryptocurrency. So basically Bitcoin, it's just the currency of now. It's a digital currency. And you can spend Bitcoin the same as you can spend everyday money, be it euros, dollars, pounds, yens. So this is just a great way, just a new way, a new money. I mean, you can buy a Starbucks coffee and anything from a coffee up to fly the galactic flight via Virgin Atlantic to outer space. So don't let the words crypto and blockchain, we're here to educate you on that and show you how to set up your crypto wallet, which is the same as an online bank account, but for Bitcoin, and walk you through how to join. So this is, and also, how to, if you want to accumulate your coins or spend your coins, that's what we're here to assist you with. So I'm going to talk you through now our earning stages. And just to put it into a little bit more reality of like crypto monies, we've got here our bronze package, and this is where you dip your hand in your pocket, and this is your one-time out-of-pocket cost. So 0.01 of a Bitcoin. Now today in fiat money, that's about $75. And I had a great conversation, just a bit of a banter with Rick Thompson earlier, and we were just saying, because when I've been in the USA, I absolutely love going to the Australian outback restaurants and having a quality steak, or be it the surf and turf with the blooming onion, which I really love those. And we were just saying, you can go out for a meal like that, and it'll cost you $75. Or what a great way at one time spend that, and here you are, you're lining up your future. You've just opened up an amazing business that's at the forefront of what's going on here, forefront of digital technology, and Bitcoin being what they're calling now the new currency. So just for that one time, there's no monthly fees. It's not like every month you've got to be paying more and more and more. It's that one time, 0.01, approximately today's value in US dollars, $75. So how does this work? Well, it's a matrix. And for people what's a matrix? Think of it a bit like a family tree. You're at the top of your business, and then there's like 2 children and 4 grandchildren. But this operates and works so much more simplistically, beautifully, and really embracing the full team spirit. You can see where Rick's got his pencil on the top left diagram here where it says you. When you join, you are going to arrive, and there's already going to be 3 people above you in the matrix. So you're the 4th person. And that's where you're going to be working as a team. So the next person that any of you introduce to Edu Swarm and they purchase one of these Swarm memberships, they're going to land parallel to you on that next open space. So it could be your enroller that introduces this person. They will land there. And let's say you introduce someone and they'll land in the next parallel position. And let's say the person that's at the top of the matrix here, let's just call him Joe for now. He introduces someone, they'll land on the final position, and that's what creates the person who's at the top of the matrix. They've now completed their cycle, and you shift up a level here where you'll see your enroller above you. You'll have you on the 2nd level here, and we've already got the person next to you will already be there. So there's, again, 3 of you already on the matrix. There's never less than 3. This is just what's so sweet here. So again, working as a team, there's 4 positions below to complete. So person 1 comes in, and then that means there's 4 of you to complete, introduce 3 people. The next person in, so that means there's 5 of you, and there's 2 people to introduce. Then the next one, and then at least that makes 6 of you, and then the 7th one comes in. Again, the person at the top cycles, and what happens here is you move to the top. You've already got the 2 people here below you because they were with you on your previous board there, on your previous step. And now again, working as a team, you work together to complete the cycle. You cycle, you are paid. Now, the first time you cycle in any of these systems, so the bronze package, you will earn just a fraction of that commission because you're going to open up another income stream. And this is all done automatically. You don't have to keep logging in and having to do things in the system and tweak and send more coins or anything like that. So now you've got your silver package open. So that's 2 cycles open. You get a free position in the bronze one to do this over and over. Now, how this works, it's a follow me matrix. So once you cycle, which is complete your matrix, you will go back into the same position as at the game. Here you are, you will go back to being you on that that step where you got your enroller above you and plus 2 others, and this is going to keep going over and over. So people that you've already introduced to the EDU Swarm and they've introduced, they'll be coming across, plus new people being introduced. So your cycles will start to get a little bit quicker together, and your income is going to start to flow. And the same scenario with your silver package, because as these people cycle, they're going to then be opening up their silver package, and that's going to start completing again. You're starting on as you've got 3 people already above you, you're the 4th, and working as a team, these people are going to start filling up these bottom spaces, the 3 bottom spaces, and you're going to move to the step 2 and then up to the step 3, where you're going to cycle again here. The first cycle, you'll earn just a fraction of the income, and you're going to open up the gold package. We've got 5 levels of income stream here. So, and that's what the beauty is. So you can be earning 0.02 Bitcoin from bronze. You've got 0.04 in silver. You can be seeing income over and over and over 0.1 in your gold. We've got platinum, which pays you 0.2 Bitcoin per cycle. And then we've got diamond, which is 0.4 Bitcoin per cycle. So that's what the beauty is here. You're actually going to be from that initial 0.01 Bitcoin, which today is, around about $75 US, a meal out. You can be creating your future, and you've got the choice. Do you want to, like with any money that you earn, do you want to have it in your bank account and spend it now? Or, as Rick said just now, the forecast for Bitcoin is by late this year, it will be up around the $15,000 per Bitcoin level. And do a little bit of research. We can point you into the direction of some great people who are embracing Bitcoin, such as Sir Richard Branson and Bill Gates. Amazon is taking Bitcoin as payments. So, when you look at businesses, companies like Amazon, these are trillion-dollar business owners here, great entrepreneurs. But when you see them talk about Bitcoin and how Bitcoin can be $50,000 perhaps by the year 2020, in the year 2020s onwards, up to $100,000 potentially, up to $250,000 per coin. So just think about it, as well as you are creating an income for now, because that's what we're about. We want to have you with some extra income now, but also if you keep some Bitcoin in your wallet, then look at the value that, the potential that is on the plan of Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency and the blockchain for you. So you may want to keep some of these coins for your future to actually have that, like that time freedom and financial freedom. And just to cover one more thing, the flexibility, the portability and everything we've got here. I live on a very tiny Greek island. It's about 12 miles at its widest point by 40 miles at its longest point. Mainly it's mountainous. We live around the coast. And, I can be anywhere in the world. As long as I've got internet capability, you can be anywhere in the world because it's a digital product and you don't have to be stocking up, filling up your garage with pills and potions and distributing and demonstrating. Everything here is online. So with that, I want to hand you back to the wonderful Rick Thompson. Thank you, Rick.
Well, hey, Mandy, thank you. And that was a great job, guys. And it sounds simple, and you know what? It is. That's the beauty of it. You don't have to worry about different methodologies of pay, matching bonuses, and Australian 2-ups, and I can't build my weak side in the binary, and all of the different problems that are out there. And I'll tell you, the difference here is the typical 2x2 cycler. Every time you come onto a new board, it's you and you alone, and you're trying to find those 2 and help them find their 2. And it sounds easy, but it's a lot more complex than it sounds when it's just you by yourself. Here, you may wind up, as Mandy mentioned, you're going to be on the bottom row, the row 4, and you could be, the way the illustration is here on the screen, it shows you in the 4 position, but you might be in 5, 6, or 7. You can actually flip over and be in the middle row on step 2 of your cycle, the very next day through no fault of your own, just where you happen to land on the board. And, the thing that I say about this program is that the average person is going to win. We've proven that out already. We've got people, who have joined EDU Swarm, and they've already had success, and many of them have never had success trying to get through the cyclers and utilize them because we didn't have the teamwork. Yeah, it's kind of a cliche, but, teamwork makes the dream work, and that's true. So, just to recap, we've got a great company. We've got a great product. couldn't get any better for timing in the world. Keep in mind, as we speak today, there's only about 4 to 6% of the total worldwide population that is even aware of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, the cool thing about it is that when you read the white paper, when the program was put together, there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. It's the total maximum amount available. And there's already just about 17 million in circulation. So there's only 4 million to go. And then keep in mind that everybody, as they learn about it, wants to do what? It's own Bitcoin. Bill Gates says own Bitcoin. Richard Branson says own Bitcoin. Name 3 more, Kiyosaki, you name it. They're all saying, hey, if you don't have Bitcoin in your portfolio, you need to get that accomplished. So once again, we've got it all right here. It's a very simple process. It's amazing how the system works. You go into that back office, you see exactly where you are, on which step, on what stage, and you're going to be going through this thing. But keep in mind, as Mandy mentioned, all the people you personally enroll, every time they cycle, they're going to follow you. So they're going to come back on those boards. And the beauty of this program is you're going to see the boards go off over and over and over. And when that happens, it's going to cause you to cycle. You're going to come back on the board and do the same thing with your enroller. So it's a quite unique program. It's going to be ultra successful. And guys, you are in the select group. This thing just really kicked off around the 15th of May. We actually opened the doors around the 2nd of May, kind of played with it to make sure the boards were flipping properly and things were working right. And Dennis and Jimmy and the whole team was watching the thing, making sure that it was working right. And it is, and it has been, and it will be. So that's what we need to know. We're marketers. All we want to know is we're going to get the product that we want. We're going to get paid when we're supposed to. And those are the 2 things the company does, and they do well. So having said that, guys, remind yourself with a little note, check your emails. We're going to have a training call at noon Eastern time this coming Saturday. So that is going to be the 21st at noon Eastern. And we're going to have an opportunity to preview our own personal cycler building program, a funnel that's been designed in-house. I've had a chance to see the preview on it. I'm quite excited that we're going to have our own marketing tool that we have, that it's been developed in-house, for us to use and be successful with. And so we've got a great call. We're also going to take and break into a little module with some training on how to market to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a business site. It's much easier, more professional than some of the other social media scopes out there. And we'll also have it open where you can, we're going to give you a place where you can send in some questions. And as time permits, we'll get some questions answered for you. And we're just going to have a great time. And I thank each and every one of you for taking time out tonight to be here. This call has been recorded. Make sure, if you haven't already joined and you are a member, make sure you go to the Edu Swarm Facebook page. Get on that Facebook page, get in there, listen to the leaders' comments, find out what's going on, be active and share this with everybody you know. Guys, you're doing people a favor when you show them how they can take less than $100 and they can actually get involved in a legitimate business with great product. This is a 100% legal program. There's no high risk here. There are no guarantees. It's a simplistic program that will cause you to be successful, and we're not going to apologize for that. So guys, with that, I'm going to put a wrap on this call. Once again, don't forget us, noon Eastern time. We'll look for your email. We'll get you all the information. Try to be at a computer if you can. We're going to have some good graphics up. We want you to see the new funnel program. We're really excited about that. And you'll have an opportunity, if you're there Saturday, to be the first ones to see it and to get a chance to use it. So with that, God bless each and every one of you. Thanks for being on the call tonight. Until next time, God bless. Bye for now.